The Seahawks are NFC West champions, bringing smiles to Seahawks players, coaches, staff, and 12s everywhere. What's going on? Jackie Montgomery with your Seahawks Daily. Well, when Pete Carroll spoke with the media Monday afternoon, he was still fired up over his team's 20-9 division-clinching win over the Los Angeles Rams, and rightfully so. It was another clear display of the Seahawks' impressive defensive turnaround this season.
This has come really through hard work and discipline and trust and belief and all that. It is about believing in people, and it's the players believing in each other as well as their coaches and all that. And so it has been a dramatic shift in a sense, but the most important thing is that we're playing good football now. That's what's important.
Through the last 7 games, the Seahawks have allowed an average of 15 points per game, which leads the NFL since Week 10. One huge factor in the turnaround has been safety Jamal Adams. The All-Pro played 100% of the defensive snaps and finished tied for the team high in tackles with 8 and a pass breakup.
What has taken place with Jamal in the midst of this defense, he has really emerged as a terrific football player and facet to this thing. We were talking about that way right away. We could see it early on, but he is, now that he's really embraced the whole system and he knows where he's going and where everybody else is, and he really has command of all of it. He's just been a huge factor. This is what we had hoped for. This is the guy that we thought we may be able to get, and it's why we thought it was worth it. And it's been obvious.
Another standout performance on Sunday was from linebacker Jordan Brooks. He also finished with 8 tackles, including a critical tackle for loss that came on the goal line stand. What makes the rookie's effort even more impressive is that he played only 37% of the team's defensive snaps.
He played great. He really did. He was physical and tough and really saw things well. We had to adjust some things during the game to fit stuff up, which he was able to do and did well. He's an impacting football player. He's really good, and I might have said, I feel like I said last night, that he really handles the game well, and he can communicate well, and you don't feel like you're talking to a pup that's all wild-eyed and all that. He's really tuned in and can make sense of the adjustments and stuff like that, which is really important, obviously, to play well.
After the game, Coach Carroll said the goal line stand was one he would remember for a long time. On Monday, he singled out some key moments that stood out to him.
Watching it again, I didn't realize how close the first play was of the play before the 4, when Jamal makes the play from the backside and chases down the running back. I didn't realize how he would have scored. I didn't know that at the time. And so to see it again and realize how impacting that play was to give us the opportunity to go for it. And then just thrilled by the first moment, the first play, when Jordan runs through and smacks the guy in the backfield. Now we got a loss. Now we got, the advantage shifts a little bit. We're not at such a disadvantage as they lost a little bit. And then I didn't know Jamal had made the tackle that he made on the next play, which was really, he had to make that tackle. I think the guy was going to get in the end zone, and it came from the other side and backside, and knocks him down, cuts him down, and then we have a chance to get the ball on the quarterback sneak, and that's why I challenged it. I mean, I'm thinking, what am I weighing here? A timeout or a shot to get the football, maybe, if we can get a good look at it. We didn't have any confirmation from our guys upstairs that we could see the recovery. We just knew the ball was loose. And then to see the guys respond was really, I think, the thing that brings the most out of it was the response of our players when they do stop them on 4th down, and how they just screamed out of there.
With a playoff spot clinched and the NFC West title in hand, the Seahawks will finish as one of the top 3 teams in the NFC. That said, Coach Carroll said there is no way they are taking their foot off the gas now.
This week is extremely important, coming off of this win, to come back and play right again, and to show that you can handle the success just as well as the changing magnitude of the games and the matchups and all that. So this is a big deal.
Less than 24 hours after winning the 5th NFC West championship since coming to Seattle in 2010, Coach Carroll gave some insight into how meaningful this title is to him when you consider all the challenges this team faced, from the global pandemic to navigating social injustice.
I couldn't be more grateful, couldn't be more thankful to be a part of this group of guys, because of the togetherness that they have cherished and lived with, and the brotherhood that they have worked to develop through all of the challenges. I mentioned it to him that's where I feel the most gratitude is to have been a part and watched this all take place, and to put us in this time right now.
Well, once again, the Seahawks are NFC West champions. It never gets old saying that. Now, they do clinch one of the top 3 spots in the NFC. If they want to get that top spot in the NFC and the coveted bye week that comes with it, there is a slight chance they would have to win on Sunday against the 49ers and get some help with losses by Green Bay and either a loss or a tie by the New Orleans Saints.